Hi everyone, my name is Janelle Breeze Biagioni, known as the Hope Generator at janellebb.com. I'm excited today to share with you a photo of my three precious grandsons, Sam, Atticus, and Grayson. This picture is a couple of years old. Atticus is actually turning 4 in March, so they're getting to be pretty big guys, but I love this picture that my husband had done when Atticus was born, and it really speaks to what I want to share with you today. So what I want to talk about today is how you get on with the living, saying yes to living in spite of loss, in spite of tragedy, in spite of some significant change in your life that you didn't ask for. Yesterday, I received a blog notice from a friend of mine. Her name is Sarah, and she writes an incredible blog at www.lemonsandliving.com. I encourage you all to go and check out Sarah's blog, read what she has to say, check out her story. It's phenomenal, and her blog is about living after tragedy. She's demonstrating to people that you can live after trauma. So check out her blog. But in particular, the one that she just wrote, which is titled hashtag Becca Told Me To. So Becca is B-E-C-C-A. Hashtag Becca Told Me To. Check it out, read the story, take up the challenge, and do something great. Very, very interesting. But when I received Sarah's blog and I read it, and I read what Becca Told Me To challenge was, I thought about these three guys and why they're so important to me and why I want to encourage people to say yes and get on with the living. So a little bit of history for people who don't know me. What happened to me 26 years ago, I was 34 years old at the time. 2 years before, my dad, who was 54 years old, was killed in a horrific truck crash. My brother died of a subarachnoid hemorrhage, and he was 39 years old. The year later, my husband, who was 37 years old, died from complications of a brain injury. 2 weeks before my husband died, my good friend Ruth died at 43 years old from a brain injury as well. So all of them were very young. I was young. My daughters were only 10 and 12 years old at the time. And I had a lot of reason why I should be sad, why life had come to a halt. But I also had two precious reasons of how I was going to find a way to fight my way back and to get on with the living. So there came a time where, I would, like everybody else, I really struggled for the year after my brother died, and I was barely coming out of that when my husband died. So then another year went by where I thought that I did really well, but actually at the end of that year I could see that I had been just walking in a fog and, kind of getting through the mechanics of life. I got out of bed, I got my kids up, got them off to school, and we just kind of did what we had to do to get through the day. But there came a time towards the end of that year that I really began to feel that there was this inner warrior in me coming forward, and that inner warrior wanted me to fight back to get my life. Didn't mean that I wasn't sad, that I wasn't heartbroken about losing my husband. It didn't mean that I didn't miss him every day, every minute, but it did mean that I had made the decision that I was going to live and that I was going to get on with the living. But then, of course, how was I going to do that? So I turned to my daughters and I realized that our children came here to get the best parents that they could get. They came here, these beautiful little spiritual beings came here and they chose us as mom and dad, and they had expected us to be the best that we could be. And I thought we did a really great job of being the best parents that we could be. We did what we could with what we had from where we were at every day with them. And then their dad died. But that didn't stop them from needing, from wanting, from deserving, and expecting that they have the best mother that they could have. So there came a time when I had to make a choice and say, you know what, I can stay and be sad, I can be miserable, I can be really unhappy and heartbroken, and people would understand what I'd been through. Other people were suffering from those same losses. So we all could commiserate together that life was hard and unhappy. But I knew that if I stayed in that place, if I stayed stuck in that pain, I was cheating my daughters from being the best mother that I could be. So I fought my way back to say yes to the living. And again, that doesn't mean that I forgot him or forgot the pain or my friend or my brother or my dad. I still had to do the work of healing. And so now these three beautiful children, who are my first husband's biological children, who are the greatest joy in their papa's life to the man I'm married to today, and they know him as their papa from the day they were born. They have a great relationship, but they also know about Grandpa in heaven. So these are what I call my sparkles in life, these three. And I do believe they came here to get the best grandmother that they could get, and they deserve that. They absolutely deserve to have the best of me. So if I don't keep advancing my life, if I don't keep on with the healing, I don't keep growing and nurturing for me, myself, I cheat them. If I stay in a place where I'm stuck and I don't grow, I cheat them. I need to show them how you get on with saying yes to the living, even if it can be hard, how you are committed to community and being a leader in your community, how you become a good neighbor and reach out to people and lend a helping hand, and how you be the best that you can be where you're at with what you've got, and doing all that you can to be that best person. I actually cheat them. So whenever I feel like I'm stuck and I don't have a reason to do anymore, I look at these three and think, these are my sparkles. They came here to get the best of me and they deserve that. So, but I also know that in being the best grandmother I can be, I bring out the best in these three boys. And when the best in those three boys come out, the best in me comes out. So it's just this constant spiraling up together and making a better world for all of us. So I want you to go to Sarah's website, or lemonsandliving.com, take a look at her blog. Take a look at hashtag Becca Told Me To, see what you can do. That's my challenge for the day. And to take some time, think about who are your sparkles, who needs the best of you, who deserves it, and get on with giving it. Okay, have a great day, everybody. Look for me at janellebb.com. Bye now.